Yo, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we have a quick look at the upcoming Air Jordan 12 Retro in the French blue colorway. These guys are beautiful. I've wanted this shoe since I think it was 2003, 2004-ish. These dropped alongside the white and flint gray colorway, which I really hope gets a retro because those are awesome. But besides the master colorway, this is, I believe, the first remastered Air Jordan 12. This is the first that I've actually held in my hands. As for the shoe though, this shoe is awesome. It's not perfect, okay? But this shoe has like better quality than, say, the Fire Red 5 low tops. They got the little metal eyelets right there, which are not actual metal, but they're not super corny shiny or anything like the last versions. And this is what I'm talking about. This was just not a good look, but these look more like the, I don't know what they called it. It looked like a brushed nickel or whatever on the original pairs. And these were just like a fake chrome. So this looks really, really good in my opinion. It looks much better. So if it's not, you know, real metal, it doesn't bother me as long as it doesn't look like that. One of the coolest features is the back tab, in my opinion. Quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Also, you gotta love that red 2-3 on the back. Stitch game on point. The typical 2-3 down the tongue. Jumpman and 2-3 at the toe. Something I always thought looked weird was the completely one color outsole. I like it when they do these traction pods in different colors. I think that this would have looked slick if it was white or maybe even red. But it's just something that I always thought was just a little bit different or looked a little funny compared to the other releases. You got that gigantic carbon fiber plate right there. Jumpman tab, faux snakeskin rand. It's on the medial side as well. And as far as the material quality goes, it's actually pretty nice. It's not 100% full grain leather or anything. It's just like a bunch of scraps all mixed together, shredded up, and then pressed together to make a solid piece of leather, which I guess technically is genuine if everything put into it is leather, but actual genuine leather is like a full cut. Like one piece. It's not shredded and then put together, you know what I'm saying? Now, one of the biggest controversies about this shoe right here, not just about this shoe, but about the 12s in general, is a lot of people don't know what the tech is because Nike states that it's full-length Air instead of its original full-length Zoom. But don't worry guys, I actually know my tech. I know it really well. And these guys here, they feature full-length Zoom. Not only do they feature full-length Zoom, but they also feature an Ortholite insole. So that means that the stepping comfort is there, plus they have the bounce and responsiveness that you'd expect from a full-length Zoom unit. And don't worry either, because brands get their product descriptions wrong all the time. And look, the brands, this is not just Nike, this is Nike, this is Under Armour. Under Armour just did it. And this is why you really need to know your tech, because otherwise you read something and you just take it for what it is, but that's not always what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if Under Armour says that the midsole is made out of rubber EVA, like for one, there's no such thing as that. For two, you know, midsoles are not made out of rubber anymore. Like that's Air Force One, Air Jordan 1 style. Like that's way back in the day. And then there's no brand that really uses EVA anymore, except for really in the sock liner. But at the same time, EVA is just Adidas's term for Phylon, basically, just like Phylon is Nike's term for their foam. So EVA, Phylon, all that stuff, it's really the same thing. But as I was saying, sorry I got off on a weird tangent there, people are hired to write product descriptions, and Nike or Adidas, Under Armour, all that stuff, they just kind of give these people a basic layout of what they need in there as far as what the product is to describe it. But the people that they hire to do the product descriptions don't know the product usually, you know what I'm saying? They're just there to do a job. So it's a simple mistake, and it happens all the time. It's not just with Nike or Jordan or with Adidas or Under Armour or anything like that. It happens with all brands. It happens occasionally. And as long as you are following somebody that actually knows what they're talking about, like me, then you won't be left out in the dark. You won't, you know, have any questions or anything like that as far as tech specs, because if I can get the shoe, then I'll let you know what the tech specs are. I can actually feel the stuff. Like I can tell you if I step in a shoe, whether it's Micro G or Charged or Adiprene or Adiprene Plus or Bounce or Boost or Bounce from Leaning, or you know what I'm saying? Like I could tell, like I've worn everything and I've worn it all multiple times. I know the difference between all of them. And that's just what it is. So don't worry, these have full-length Zoom. They are uber comfortable, but super stiff. So you're gonna have to break in that toe box, especially if you want to hoop in them. But this is my favorite Air Jordan to hoop in of all time. Well, actually, the 28 is, but if we're talking retros, this is it. Something I also really liked is that they gave you a throwback box, and don't worry, I do have an original box that this is actually like inspired by, so I'll be able to give you some cool shots of just like the differences between the two. They weren't trying to replicate the box 100%, they were just giving their Jordan version of that box, which I think is awesome. And that'll pretty much take care of it. In my personal opinion, this is a really good retro. You know, you got to give credit where it's due. You got to make sure that you tell it like it is all the time. So if a product is pretty trash, then just say it's trash. It's not a big deal. If a product is good, like this, you got to let them know because this is a good job. Retail price is $190. That's something where I feel like, to me personally, like I don't ever like to tell you guys what to do with your money. Like with these, for example, I know that this is a new colorway, so immediately people are turned off by it, but they don't mind spending $220 on the Nike Air version with the white and cements or whatever, right? But then this here is $190. These were actually $190 also. And for me personally, I don't feel that this is quite worth it just because this is 1989 tech. It looks great. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that this shoe is freaking awesome. But this is tech right here. You're paying $190 for full length zoom. You're paying for something that you can actually hoop in. Now, you can hoop in these, but they're not going to be anywhere near as comfortable as these. So to me, this is more worth the $190 than this. But that's just me. So let me know what you guys think though. Do you like care? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I get confused with the pricing. It's not that I get confused, I get irritated because I feel like the prices should kind of reflect the tech that's involved. I don't mind paying $190 as long as I feel like I'm getting my money's worth, but this is not worth a $190 to me. You know, like that's just me. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you are thinking about buying an Air Jordan 12 this year, no matter what the colorway is, I do highly recommend them. They are, again, my favorite like retro to hoop in. I think that these are amazing shoes. They're beautiful. This colorway specifically, I cannot wait for the other OG colorways. This is not an OG colorway, but I cannot wait for the OG versions. The black and reds, I need those back in my life badly. The white and reds too, if those are for real coming out this year, man, like for reals, like in a good retro, I'm gonna have to get rid of my other ones and replace them with those. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the long vid, but hopefully you guys learned something. And let me know what you guys think. Once again, comment below in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button too, because that really helps me out. And what do you guys think about the Air Jordan 12s? Do you like them on court, off court, both, neither? Let me know. So thanks again, and until next time, guys, have a good one.